Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button. Also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next video.
We are here only to grieve with you on the wicked assassination of the Honourable Commissioner for Science and Technology. He had been, to me, with the Honourable Governor on a number of occasions. The Excellency has introduced him to me as one of the most reliable and resourceful individuals for Katsina State and a very broad knowledge of Nigeria, the country. I sympathize with you for the Lord. We share the grief, but only God is the giver of life and is taker. Evil men interfere and try to touch a lie, but he is the giver, he is the taker. It has been written, it happened. Don't let our faith in God Almighty shake. There is temptation coming from evil and evildoers. May you continue to get stronger and stronger. Equally, it's a very try period. Katsina is going through a lot of sudden insecurity. Please, whatever happened to one of us, it happened to all of us. Let us be vigilant. Let us help our country. Let us preach peace and a change of mind to those who are determined to bring terrorism, kidnapping, and evildoing to our midst to stop. Where would the federal government of Muhammadu Buhari, as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, to use all means necessary to eliminate this. It's not easy to get to the siege of a palm panel, they say in my native Yoruba land. It was a cracker. And we are going to support the president until you get the cracker to get the seed of evil out of the entire territory of Nigeria. I salute your courage. I take this opportunity also to acknowledge the effort and presence of Alhaji Dairu Manga and Dr. Mustafa SSG. All of you are friends, members of the same family, in the Katsina state. We share and we will continue to pray with you to conquer evil of sudden kidnapping, maiming, and killing of innocent life. It's not tolerable. Nigeria will win the war. We win. Evil will not strike. What they don't understand is that these people from this country is larger and greater than many of us. To you, I say I salute your courage. Let us be more vigilant and we pay attention to whatever is happening in our surroundings. And appeal to the public to give information to the government for suspicious movements and those they think might be planning evil. May Allah continue to guide you, to be with us, to be with the government and the people of Katsina, and help us defeat evil. Thank you. That is the reason of our comment.
Let me, on behalf of the government and people of Katsina State, warmly welcome you to Katsina. In a very special way, appreciate your concern, which we have communicated on phone, we have seen physically in Abuja, but you kept on saying you must come. I said, since you have already extended your condolences, there may be no need for you to come, but you said you insist that you will come and talk to the people of Katsina State and show your grief and concern over the loss of our very brilliant, hard-working, honest person in the person of Dr. Sèriøùśly, who until his death was our Commissioner of Science, Technology, and Innovation. We have lost him, but his memory will live with us forever. We made his footprints really in the history of Katsina based on his contributions. He was in the House of Representatives between 2007 to 2011 after leaving service with the EFCC. Since then, he has been actively involved. We struggled with him to establish APC in Katsina State right from inception. And we struggled with him to establish government of APC in Katsina State and in the country. He has paid his dues to his party and to the people of his constituency and the larger constituency of Katsina State and Nigeria. May his soul rest in peace. Your Excellency, you are most welcome to Katsina. You highlighted issues concerning security, which Kìłł had been part and parcel since before our coming here. This was an issue that started as cattle rustling associated with murder. It has graduated to banditry. What we are seeing now, we are also adding a caveat: community banditry. Because most of the banditry, kidnapping in particular, that is currently going on, is within the same community, committing kidnapping, banditry, rape against each other, not necessarily coming from the forest. The forest has become a place where they can go and hide some people, keep people until ransom is paid. But what we have discovered, majority of what is going on now is community banditry. So we have community issues which we must resolve going forward. As a first step here in Katsina, we amended our local government laws to reflect community participation, especially in areas of security. We have established village security structure consisting of the village head, the two religious leaders that are dominant in this area, the Sarkin Power, that's head of butchers, the head of barbers, the motor park if they have one, and youth leaders, head of vigilantes, whoever has a role to play in the community, we have involved them under our new security structure, which clearly outlined the involvement of every section of the community. This we take from village to the district and to the local government headquarters. And ultimately, it will end up with the government and the Emirate Council. We have involved fully the traditional institutions. Like I said, because we realize this is a community issue. So it has to be approached through communal participation of everybody. Again, we establish conflict resolution centers being organized, operated by the judiciary under the Office of Chief Justice, Chief Judge of the State. We are currently establishing over 40 across the state. They have started working, and you will be surprised. The about 8 that we have so far opened has disposed of cases more than what regular courts would have done. They deal with community issues such as conflict between landlords and tenants, sale of plots, giving rent, so that we know who comes and who goes from each community. Disputes such as minor trade issues, which are not criminal in nature. Issues of drainage. Issues of maybe you are going to enter that house and misunderstanding erupted between the families. All these are issues now that don't have to go to court. These conflict resolution centers are equipped with community participation so that we will reduce the workload on the judiciary and also bring harmonious living among communities. You know, courts do not settle disputes, they adjudge. you hardly go to court and come out as friends. But if you go to conflict resolution centers, you come out as friends because you have agreed to resolve your issues outside the normal court system, outside the police station system. And we have gotten the cooperation and support of the Nigerian police on this matter. And we believe we are making progress. We have seen certainly heavy reduction in terms of banditry, kidnapping in Katsina State. But it is happening on a daily basis, probably on a smaller scale. Today, at least Faskari local government, Ankara local governments are the worst hit. Even yesterday, there was kidnapping in Faskari local government. Because of their proximity with the forest that covers Zamfara, Kaduna, Niger, going up to Kebbi. That's why we're having persistent and consistent attack within that belt. Many villages have been dislodged. Luckily enough, within the last 2-3 weeks, we saw the return of most of them. And I think the few ones that are in their hands, now we are working to see how we can resolve their issues so that they come back to their communities. But the issue now before us, restoring confidence in the minds of the people to go back to their villages, because in their villages that's where they have the funds, that their economic life is. If you relocate them from there, they are not only socially relocating them, economically dislodging them, which is very dangerous. Then the issue of climate change, which most of our people living in rural communities do not understand, do not appreciate, and are not prepared for. Luckily enough, with the predictions coming from NIMET and other agencies, we have also established 34 stations to observe weather so that we'll be able to advise farmers when to plant, how to plant, and what to plant. Your Excellency, Katsina State people, 90% of them are agrarian, directly or indirectly. The only industry in Katsina State is civil service. It is the only functional industry in Katsina State. So that is why we appreciate what Al-Dair is doing now. He is establishing rice processing mill and fertilizer blending plant all in Katsina, in addition to many others. I think his fertilizer blending plant has already started operation. So these are the few cases of indigents in investing. And I said it that unless indigenous people invest in their country, in their state, you don't expect somebody to take his money from Lagos and come to Katsina. When somebody in Katsina has the money, is afraid to invest. So we will continue. It is a work in progress. Certainly we have made a progress when we look at where we are 6-7 years ago and where we are today, despite the challenges. And for us to appreciate that security challenge is not peculiar to Nigeria. The whole Sahelian region, especially for us in West Africa region, all the countries neighboring Nigeria are in one form of security crisis or another. But who is the richest among the countries in the West Africa and some parts of Sahelian Africa? Nigeria. Where do we have the highest population, Nigeria. So that's why everybody gravitates to Nigeria. So that's why we are seeing this kind of banditry, which started way from Mali, is very rampant in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and also the collapse of the regime of Gaddafi. So the unleashment of various arms and ammunitions into Nigeria. For us to appreciate what is being done is unless we understand the scale and the scope. That's why the media comes in. Yes, we have a problem. Yes, we are working on the problem. But there are global dimensions to it. There are regional dimensions to it. And there are natural dimensions to it. Of course, that does not mean we as leaders, we have not made mistakes over the years. And I think the one area which we neglected that is causing a lot of this problem is education. Part of the country. And we also did not take into consideration the population explosion in this part of our country. There are many factors, many factors. In some cases that made planning very difficult, but not impossible. I do believe the current problem we have are man-made and can also be solved by man. What is required? A leadership that is purposeful, that is the political will and determination to confront the problem